Wheel it, come on! Like and subscribe. Yo my people them, it's your boy Gyley Noir and I'm back with another video, and today we're in Brixton. Now the reason why we're in Bricky is because we're going on to the Bob Marley 1 Yard event. They've got a Bob Marley immersive experience, and what a better way to credit the legend himself and go to it and see it and take you guys with me, because always to share the same experience so you can share the same experience. That didn't even make no sense. But I'm with my boy and my cousin. What you lot saying?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come, let's go see what's in store. What they did for the man, the legend himself, Robert Lester Marley. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss this one. Peace.
I'm the co-founder and director of operations at Paramount, and we've been working with Paramount Pictures UK to support the release of Bob Marley One Love, which comes out on the 14th of February, so I hope you all go out and see the film. It's my pleasure to introduce today two amazing guest speakers for a conversation which is going to be delving into how Bob Marley has influenced fashion, streetwear culture over the years. And it's my pleasure, as I said, to introduce Harris Elliott and Bianca Saunders here for a conversation.
Welcome to today. As Tiana said, I'm Harris Elliott. I'm a creative director, academic and cultural curator. I've worked in and around fashion, music, design and culture for the past 20 plus years. Heritage is Jamaican. I don't often kind of bring that into the mix, but as we're here talking about Bob and we're talking about everything Jamaican, I think it has a point of relevance. I work a lot between Japan and the States, and a lot of my work or my style identity and referencing is a cross between my Jamaican heritage and upbringing, and then also kind of influence from the Far East, and I combine a lot of that in the ways in which I work, curate a number of exhibitions. One which recently finished on Missing Thread, design untold stories of Black British fashion, and I'm pleased to be sat here with Bianca Saunders.
Thank you, Harris. That's an amazing introduction. So I am Bianca Saunders. I'm the founder and creative director of my brand, self-titled, called Bianca Saunders. So I started, I guess, a little bit over 10 years ago with my brand. And being a part of fashion, I have designed for loads of different artists. Recently dressed Usher for the Met Gala. I won the Establishment Menswear Award from the British Fashion Council, and also won that Amazon Prize in 2021. So it's actually incredible to be Jamaican and actually be celebrated as well as being British, and see exactly how the cultural exchange has been so much amplified. And I guess Harris has been a big inspiration for me by putting together exhibitions and showing exactly how we've infused Jamaican culture with British culture and how the style has been so important to us.
So today the talk was entitled Natural Mystic, for obvious reasons, and the idea of thinking about style and fashion. The term fashion for me is I often use the word identity as opposed to fashion, because fashion, so many people reference it around what we wear, whereas identity sums up so much more of that, which involves how we stand, how we communicate with one another, the nuances with how we express ourselves, and as we're riffing off of Bob Marley in appreciation of the film that's about to come out, the idea of Jamaican attitude and Jamaican culture feels much more about, for me, his identity is way more prevalent than the idea of what it was that he wore, even though what he wore was so emblematic, and we will touch upon that. But for you to think about it in a much more 360 terms. Edward Siaga said that Bob Marley was never seen, he was an experience. And then it went through to people like Sylvia Fendi in fashion, who was so elegant in his jeans and his t-shirt. He was someone who was, as we know, a cultural icon, and someone who was a rebel, someone, a man of the people, and almost, quote unquote, probably the most important rock star to date, because he transcended boundaries, as well as races, as well as religions, as well as the ways in which people would express. And from such a small island as Jamaica, Bob hailing from there, and all that he embodied through his music, through the spirit of Rastafari, and everything that he was into and that he viewed as a sense of excellence, it's something that also kind of carried through in the ways in which he would carry himself style-wise. And then when I think about Bob, I think of growing up in a home where we had the album Uprising, and so I grew up that alongside other albums, but that was the one Bob Marley album that my mum had in the home. And so that image of that Rastafarian image on the front cover, and then Bob and the Wailers on the back cover, that played, definitely had a huge imprint on me understanding my own Jamaican heritage and my own Jamaican referencing. So I wanted to find out from you, Bianca, at what point did you first encounter Bob and his identity?
It's so interesting because I feel like being Jamaican, being British Jamaican, it's just been so infused. I don't actually remember an exact point. So like whether it is like a wedding or a funeral, like his music's played all the time, or like a Sunday morning, like we are cleaning, that's something that's like been like quite integral to, I guess, our culture. And I think it really, like, having him as an icon has really like helped, I guess, the Jamaican experience of like being from such a small island and be able to carry something anywhere you go and make it bigger than what it is. And I think that's quite impactful. I feel like a lot of British culture is so surrounded around like Jamaican and Caribbean culture, so it's like it's just heavily like infused.
For me, it's when we think of Bob Marley, there's a certain kind of image and a certain kind of reference, but through growing and researching and seeing that pre-Bob becoming a Rastafarian, the idea that Rude Boy as an identity from the 60s was so synonymous with who he was. And so the first album that Bob made with the Wailing Wailers featured Rude Boy on it. I mean, for those that can see, there's an image of Bob there. For those that don't know Bob pre-Rastafari, that was Bob as a Rude Boy. And then that was Bob, and that was Bob and the Wailers, so Bunny and Peter there. So the idea of that tonic suit and that reference point where that influence of Rude Boy culture on Britain's subcultures, and the whole narrative of Rude Boy that I'd reference as essentially Jamaican Badman, and those that came over, and how the Rude Boy's influence elements of mod culture, skinhead and punk. And so when we think about the influence of that natural mystic that's permeated so much of what we export as Britain, so often what's not told is the aspect of how someone like Bob, Rude Boy and Jamaican culture has had a huge influence. When you think to The Clash, they've got tracks called Rude Boy on their first album. The first album was produced, or a lot of it was produced by Mikey Dread. So when we think about telling stories about the influence of Rude Boy, Bob Marley and Jamaican culture and how that's permeated, when we think about us as Brits and when we think about the subcultures that we celebrate, it's always really important to remember that really intrinsic parts of those subcultures have had a Jamaican imprint upon them.
You mentioned like your favourite album in terms of how you grew up, but what would you say really influences you and styling? album of music?
It's the spirit, essentially. I think it's the ability to combine sportswear as well as what we see as day-to-day normal now. Back in the 60s and 70s was pretty much unheard of. So that freeness of combining what you absorb and what you're really into, and that kind of permeating exactly who he was. And so in terms of seeing that no nonsense, don't care, don't business, this is who I am, and not really being interested on how people see you. So I've grown up with that, and so now it's often quite odd watching this generation, which of course also affects me, how people are so keen on checking themselves in terms of what the masses will be interested in seeing because of how we communicate through social media. So for me, it's that level of identity that Bob exuded through the spirituality and single-mindedness of that, and through the ability to wear whatever he wanted and therefore and however he wanted, day or night. And it's that expression of self which definitely has a huge impact on how I think about how I dress and what it is that I do. Yeah, I mean, Jamaica is one of those places that has, again, had this omnipresent or perennial kind of outreach or kind of permeation throughout culture. So in terms of how it affects language, how it affects music, without Jamaican culture there's no hip hop, because it was Cool Herc that started doing block parties hailing from Jamaica. So the idea that small nation that still with a few million people still has this influence, and so the fact that it's come back round and it's trending again to some, I think it's powerful, and it's just wanting to see it go beyond that point where it becomes something that people just look at, dip into and step away from, but actually kind of give it a bit more honour and respect for how powerful the influence actually is.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, of course Bob Marley is an amazing legend and figure, but I wanted to ask about references to Rita Marley, because my mom brought me up always talking about how powerful and amazing she was, and her legacy, especially the history around when they were shot and how her locks protected her. So I wanted to ask you, as Jamaicans, as a woman, as designers, how would you describe the fashion of a powerful Jamaican woman?
So many Jamaican women become the bedrock of the home and of the nation, and for many different reasons. And so the beauty and the resilience through Jamaican female style comes through that ability to be able to hold families together and hold that nation together. And so there's a proud poise that they kind of grow with, and I say that from growing up with a Jamaican mum. And so in terms of, there was always this kind of level of I can always do, there was never any wavering, so even if she was ever nervous or unsure, there was this ability that actually I can take on the world and I can deal with everything. And that seems to be something that runs through the DNA of the Jamaican women that I've either grown with or got to know over the years. And I think that element is definitely a very strong part of who Rita was. No more questions. I just want to thank We Are Parable, thank Pop Brixton, Paramount, One Love Movie. Thank all of you for coming out to listen to us. Thank you, Bianca. It's always a pleasure to be able to speak with you. And yeah, this has been Natural Mystic at the One Love Yard. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You lot can hear the tunes and you can see the love. You got the food right here, yeah? Man's got peppered steak, jerk chicken, plantain, and rice and peas, but I told him to put extra steak in there. You know your boy had to eat. You know. Hold on. Steak. You know your boy had to eat. Hold tight, Bob. This one's for you, but yeah, let me eat this, bro. Nah, we literally just got our food, yeah. My man, look. We haven't even started.
Man, chuck it out here, man.
Huh?
It's you, man, here. I drank too much food, you know. I'm hungry now.
Nah, he weren't ramping. He weren't ramping. Wait, right.
He's chewing the bones and everything.
Are you chewing the curry goat bone? Nah, that's what I'm saying. He's a warrior, bro. Nah. Hey, right. My answer would be dash the food on the floor. Nah, let's just check. Have you? No, wait. Have you eaten that? No.
Finish that first, man.
Alright, so I was gonna ask you, like, what's the food saying?
Bagging. Just swallow it. Man, just breathe it in, bro. Pause.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let me dig in, boy.
Drop this out, it's all around and out. A big man like you, real for 6-year-old baby. Boy, you reverse when the back of something, cash them and lie there.
Dry guys, even tear.
Even my heart cries. Can't tell her to go, can't tell her to stay. Just one of those days, just one of those days. Is this?
Like a wisdom man that working out, gotta make peas of the king. Part of the sun and the balaga. I'm a cut jam on that. Convince the man that working out, gotta make peas of the king. I ain't know, it's fair enough, bro.
Look. Crucifix necklace, skyline ones. Hitting nibbles till I got signed by one. Clownfish, I spent the weekend trying to find my sons. They were doing what I say because I'm Simon now. Enforce the rules, but I abide by none. See, now I can see all you lot beautiful faces.
Old time Crystal.
The next song I'm about to perform is called You Don't Feel My Pain.
Time to pay the game.
Look. I can see right through you. If you knew what pain could do to you, then you wouldn't hurt me, but you don't know, do you? The insecurities that breed within my inner psyche, living in my head rent free, give me back my keys. If I try, leave, I might freeze. We bond over barefoot wine and Chinese. You may not be my twin flame, but I still. John, that's an unreleased John. Not many people have heard that one. That one's unreleased. You get me? I'm inside screw face when I go out. Trainers or trainers, no high heels. I ain't letting no toe out. Grab that mic and I block party. Cup an hour, I ain't selling no show out. Should I still show out? No show off.
Hey, come on.
God bless. See you later.
Just you and me. Ain't no problems leaving behind.
Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to the reggae song. Feel good. I want you in every way. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, I wheel it. Come on. Like and subscribe. Come on. we're listening to. I'm with the lovely Aurora. She's teaching me about these old school vinyls. Alright, for example, just a minute ago, what did you say about the thing?
Okay, so what's happening here is a little record tutorial. So what's happening there on the records, there is several different songs. You'd identify the songs by the grooves in the song.
No idea.
So when you got the smooth grooves, each one of them is a different record. I don't know if you can pick it up on the phone, but it's there, there.
So would this be the last track or the first track?
That will be the first track from there to there. Then the next one will start from there to the next line, and so on. Like this, yeah? So you put the record at any one of those lines and it will start.
How do I
go in the middle one.
Oh, and this will go on track one track.
Yeah. So you're using the needle, you're going to always release that from there. So
Aye. DJ Gyley Noir.
Up or down. Like that. Yeah, so you don't push it down, you put it up, you just move this there and it will go up. And then it back and go like that, yeah?
And then I just place it on the
so
track.
when you're going to place it on the track, use this and just put it over, hover it over if you want. And then you can put it down, it's already down anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do is turn it on. We're going to put that over here. You're going to turn it on, which will be, right, what you do is look at the record, you see what speed it is. So on there it will tell you.
Seeing that.
So it will tell you
the
45 or 33. And it's 33, so there's 33 on here. Okay, so we're going to put that back on here.
So that's the speed of the record?
That's the speed of the record.
Oh, okay, so that's like BPM?
That's
old school BPM.
Yes, also it's two settings, and if you want to get more more defined settings, I can't really see it on here, but I think it's this that will make it the settings in between the 33 and the 45. Yeah, so if you wanted to mix, I think this is it, where you slow it down and speed it up. So first of all, put your headphones on.
I was going to say, mic check 1 2 1 2. Alright, turn me up in the headphones. Alright, let's go.
If you want to turn up your headphones, on the back of the headphones here, the volume is here, volume is here. You see that where that plus sign is? So just press the plus sign all the way, just keep, that's it. Now put them back on. Can you hear anything? Brilliant, okay.
Good. Hey! You see it there? You see it there, sir? You see it there?
On the other side of that record as well.
Oh, that's true. No, that's mad. I never knew. I never knew that. See? DJ Gyley with the vibe. One love. Hope you guys enjoyed that content as much as I have providing it. What are you lot saying about it, man?
Yeah, it was good. It was a vibe. Yeah, it was good. Good. Very. Yeah, it was just a vibe, innit?
They were playing bangers and tunes. Some tunes I ain't heard since I was little. No, them Jamaican christenings, Caribbean christenings. If you lot are from the Caribbean, you would understand what I'm saying. But they were playing bangers, they were going off. It was just vibes in there.
DJ was good.
DJ was sick. Hold tight Cristal, who was performing, she was cold. Nah, she's actually cold, bro.
Serious. That's
serious. She was sick,
serious
man.
bars.
Yeah. Bars. Someone over your head, but you gotta listen to it. Listen back. Listen back. But just wanna say thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Share the video if you like the video. Subscribe. It's Gyley Noir. Peace and much bulletproof love. Peace. Au revoir.
Yeah, in a bit.